Do you remember this Cold War Zombies mode? Well, if you don't, I am talking about Onslaught, the good old exclusive game mode to PlayStation gamers, and only a year later, everybody else was finally able to play it. Well, I decided to revisit it and see how fun it is, and you know what? It's actually a pretty good mode. The basic idea of it is you hop in, there's like this orb, kill zombies to, I guess, fill up the orb with souls or just lives. You then go to another location. When it transports you, you're inside of like this sphere-like area where if you go out there, it's like a storm or whatever the hell. You go through 3 phases, then on the 3rd, there's an elite that spawns. When you kill that elite, you get a perk, weapons, some goodies. Depending on how higher you go up and up, you get ether wrenches, chalices, and stuff like that. It's a pretty good mode, but it can get a bit boring. Now, one thing that does make it a bit fresh is you get to play on all, if not most, of the multiplayer maps. I'm not entirely sure, but one thing that makes this so much better and actually really fun is that there are modes to this mode. So there's different versions of it, and in today's video I kind of want to go over them because they're kind of fun and make Cold War Zombies way more open than the base maps that are on the game itself. I'll be completely honest, I kind of forgot it existed until not too long ago, and it rekindled even more love for the Cold War Zombies mode itself. So the first one that I want to go over is Onslaught Elite. I'm going to kind of go over the top down, the way it's kind of laid out in the game itself. And Onslaught Elite is just the exact same system of going from area to area, being locked off by a mini storm or ether area, whatever you want to call it. But this time around, elites, or at least the super elites, constantly keep spawning every single wave. Now these waves are called surge waves, so each surge wave the elite spawns in, and the neat thing with this is you get just a whole bunch of stuff. One interesting thing that I did learn from this is that mimics, when they die, at least the special ones, they have the most interesting death that I've seen before. They just kind of flop, like straight up just face planted into the ground with their feet out on the side. It's interesting. Now I did end up playing this mode for quite a while just because it takes the whole idea of what Onslaught is fun, getting to that 3rd wave and taking down the elite. So basically all you have to do is just kill the elite each time, and then you progress more and more. Every 3 phases you get a perk, so on and so forth, making it more challenging as it goes on. The next special mode is called Onslaught Diminishing Light. Now this one is described as an ethereal orb is slowly being diminished by an unseen force. Survive surges to recharge its energy, which is kind of interesting because the basic idea of this is that the area that you're supposed to be staying in shrinks more and more and more. Think of it again, going back to the whole storm idea, so like Warzone, I guess, or any other battle royale out there, the storm just ends up coming in closer and closer until it completely collapses, and when it does, you essentially lose. So the whole idea is kill enough zombies to progress to the next area where the storm itself or the ether just doesn't completely collapse on you. This one was okay. It's actually quite difficult because pretty early on it almost becomes nearly impossible to fully complete. The next one is 100% a really fun one, but 100% another difficult one. It's called Onslaught Mystery Munitions, which is essentially just Onslaught but gun game. Each time you spawn into a new surge or a new area with the little orb, you get a brand new. And the cool thing is, you first of all start with just the green basic rarity on your weapons, and then you progress more and more, and you get higher and higher rarity of loot that ends up becoming pack-a-punched, which should help you out more. But honestly, I feel like this weaponry can be upgraded a bit faster. But overall, it's a really fun mode that takes a spin on the Onslaught, and a really good addition to make this game mode feel way more fresh. Now moving on to the probably bestest one. Bestest? Is that even a word? Best mode, and that is Onslaught Containment. This one takes a bit of a different spin on the actual gameplay of it. Instead of making you go from area to area, the orb itself just stays in one location, and then just zombies keep on spawning and spawning, and they go through their little phases, and as you make progress, elites spawn in, give you your perks, give you your upgrades, armor, stuff like that. Now the reason this is also a tiny bit more different is because it's set in way smaller maps. So you got U-Bahn, ICBM, KGB, Game Show and Nuketown 84, which is quite interesting that Nuketown is included in here because you can just straight up play Nuketown overall as an Onslaught mode. And this makes it more fun in my opinion. You get to just constantly go through wave after wave without waiting and walking from left to right and not having to be annoyed by, ugh, gotta now wait. Now he spawns in. I destroyed it really fast. Now move on. This time around, you're just able to stay in one area, and it's almost just like as if you were to activate the Rampage Inducer and play a normal zombies map, which kind of just makes it more fun and really enjoyable. And it's actually a great way to progress in your camo challenges if you still for some odd reason are trying to unlock that ether for the first time. And just, you get a bunch of elite kills. You have fun. It's definitely mode that you can hop in, turn off your brain and watch something in the background and play. That's literally what I did to get gameplay for this, which was honestly a lot of fun to do. And now moving on to the last special mode. It is called Onslaught Accelerated, and this is described as Onslaught but faster. The best way that I could describe Onslaught Accelerated is it literally takes everything that I hate about the Onslaught mode and puts it into, well, its own Onslaught version. In here you spawn in and the orb is constantly moving from left to right, up, down, circle, whatever. It just takes a path that you have to follow and take down zombies unless you want to get stuck out there. And the reason I hate this is because it just takes the boring aspect of the mode and makes it just as boring but a bit more challenging. And one interesting thing that I noticed while playing this is it's very similar actually to the Vanguard mode that you get teleported to in Daron Fong and Terra Maledicta with like that zombie head that you have to just take out zombies as you progress from one area to another. It's very similar. It kind of gives you an idea of, oh my god, Vanguard Zombies is just Onslaught, which is the next thing that I want to get onto. We just talked about Onslaught. Yeah, you have your multiplayer maps. It's a fun mode. But one thing, did you know that Onslaught is literally what Vanguard Zombies decided to be? They took this side mode that was introduced into Cold War for PlayStation players only for a very long time, and we're like, yes, let's make this the mode on Vanguard Zombies. No, that's not a good idea. They should have not done that. It's literally just Onslaught, but with slightly more objectives, and not even at that, because Onslaught did what Vanguard Zombies did. It took the basic idea and just gave it more fun stuff to do, but on multiplayer maps. Isn't that just what Vanguard Zombies is? Okay, I'm getting a bit riled up. No need to be angry. But yeah, Onslaught, fun mode. Do you remember? Definitely the side modes are making it stand out more, and there's quite a lot of them. Some are better than the others, but it's something that I feel like if I forgot about, or at least, you know, kind of slightly looked past because of everything else that is happening right now in zombies, I wanted to see if you guys remember it. And if you do, what did you think of the mode? If you've watched this far, do you like it? If no, if yes, comment down below, let me know. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.